It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Rockets leading by 3. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. And it's Ariza in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Beverly dishes to Howard. There's the bucket. Good. Howard's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Rockets.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Ball outside. Kicks to Jordan. Inside. It's stolen by Jones. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, when Doc Rivers came to the Clippers, he wanted to shift their image from a Showtime team to a true contender. Blake Griffin said, Lob City is done. And while the Clippers still make highlight reel plays with the best of them, Rivers has brought a seriousness and a focus to this team as they pursue an NBA championship. Guys?
Rivers has said lobs are great, but winning is better. They're trying to get them both. Thanks, Doris. Howard with a screen on Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots. James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
Rockets leading by 8. Now here's Beverly. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Ariza, a screen on Paul. Throws it up high. Here's Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one. Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that. Or just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Dwight Howard on top.
Boy, he's just a dominant presence in the low post. He gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get into good position down low before he actually catches the ball.
And I like the way his game is adaptable based on what the defense is showing. I mean, he'll change it up from game to game as long as he's still able to get high percentage shots.
Fades. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Blake Griffin.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Clippers got a lot of road wins last year. Really, it was due to how explosive they could be coming out of the half.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets. The Clippers shooting about 42% so far. Well, the Clippers, as you say, Clark, ended up with 23 road wins last year, in part because they played so well after the All-Star break.
Well, they'll make adjustments, and when you can explode for points like the Clippers can, you're never out of the game. And I like their blend of youth and veteran experience.
Seems like a nice balance. You're right. That's a good point.
They do have a good, healthy balance between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Monty Eunice is checked in for Jones, and it's Brewer in for Patrick Beverly. Rockets leading by 8. And Brewer kicks to Harden. Ariza sets a screen for Harden. There's the lob to the hoop, and Ariza with the stop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Brewer with the steal. Here's Harden. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Harden's got 11 points.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Paul passes to Griffin. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Crawford right side. Crawford right side. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Harden. Got a piece of it and taken away by Paul. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists tonight. Rockets have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Harden kicks to Brewer. Harden with the screen on Paul. Brewer issues to Moniunas. 6 on the shot clock. Paul with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Paul's running.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside and converting on a regular basis.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith has checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Redick has checked in.
Well, Jamal Crawford has proven that no matter what role he plays, just call him buckets. He can flat out put the ball in the basket. You got to give him a lot of credit, though. He does change his game quite a bit depending on if he's coming off the bench or starting. I think that speaks to his IQ.
Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Brewer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul goes in. Redick passes to Crawford. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Rockets leading by 9. Smith outside. Here's Harden on the wing. Smith sets the pick for Harden. He kicks it to Moniunas. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And as you said with Jamal, a lot of players can't really make that change between being a starter or a sub, but he does it so smoothly in such short time. It really adds a lot of utility to this team.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Paz comes in for DeAndre Jordan, and Glenn Davis subbed in for Jamal Crawford. A shot by Paul, nobody around. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Well, Crawford described it perfectly, Clark, when he said as a 6th man you have to come in and force yourself into the game. As a starter, the pressure isn't there as much as you can go with the flow.
Yeah, players like him can often do one or the other. Come in firing off the bench or let the game come to you, but rarely can they assess what the team needs like Crawford does and adjust on the fly so smoothly.
The drive by Paul. Here's Hawes. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard. The Clippers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. The free throw drops for Hawes. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Rockets leading by 7. It's Harden with the drive. Smith outside. And Brewer kicks to Howard. The pass to Moniunas from deep. And good on the basket. Book it. Moniunas has got 7 points.
An unusual skill set for a big man. A long-range shot that gives you such good spacing offensively.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 10. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.